About real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Thank you, sir. Welcome to DBL. It is Tuesday, October 13th. I'm Tori here with Al. We are working to get Lindsay up live because she had a technical difficulty. But all day I've been mocked over this dress, and I just don't understand it. What do you think?
I really like it. I just, we have a lot of important subjects to cover today. And this is also an equally as important question. When is the Christmas recital that you're going to be? Like, how many kids? When should my kids show up? Like, how many practice?
Okay. Someone just saying 5 golden rings.
I like it. It's very Christmassy.
Okay, I enjoy it, and it looks cute. Let's go with that. Sorry for these wings. We're going to get straight into the stories that you all are talking about. Amy Coney Barrett is back for round 2. She's got a long day ahead of her, full of questions from senators. Already, the Supreme Court nominee has been pressed on some hot topics, of course, like Roe versus Wade. Let's take a look.
Do you agree with Justice Scalia's view that Roe was wrongly decided?
Senator, I completely understand why you are asking the question, but again, I can't pre-commit or say, yes, I'm going in with some agenda, because I'm not.
Judge Barrett also introduced her family this morning. 6 of her 7 kids are sitting right behind her. She mentioned how hard this process is, not only as a nominee, but as a mama. Take a look at that.
We knew that our lives would be combed over for any negative detail. We knew that our faith would be caricatured. We knew our family would be attacked. And so we had to decide whether those difficulties would be worth it, because what sane person would go through that if there wasn't a benefit on the other side? And the benefit, I think, is that I'm committed to the rule of law and the role of the Supreme Court in dispensing equal justice for all.
Al, let's just call it what it is. This is pretty much a done deal. Am I right? The Republicans have the votes to get Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. How do you feel about it? Just quick, any kind of feeling about her or her performance?
Well, I think most Americans that have been following this in any way feel the same way that you do and that I do, that this is kind of a done deal. And unless she says something explosive, which she seems to be very measured in her responses, it doesn't seem like she will. I think this will pass through pretty quickly.
Yeah, I do too. I just want everyone to know she is part of the Alliance Defending Freedom. It's an Arizona-based conservative Christian nonprofit organization, and it does deal with recriminalizing homosexual acts. And that was brought up by Senator Patrick Leahy, and she had to kind of scramble around that. So there are some red flags for a lot of people, but I think she's already in. So I think let us know how you feel, what the court's going to be like so far. President Trump's picked 3 of the 9 Supreme Court justices. All right, well, let's talk numbers. We hate to say it, but the latest statistics coming out about the pandemic are not good, y'all. Yesterday, more than 45,000 new cases of coronavirus were reported, and that's not all. Experts are predicting that another 181,000 Americans will die by February. Here's what Dr. Fauci has to say about it. Take a look.
I hope these numbers that you're quoting, which are absolutely correct numbers, jolt the American public into the realization that we really cannot let this happen. We are not talking about shutting down. We're talking about simple public health measures, as simple as they sound, are really quite effective. And that's what we say over and over again.
Meanwhile, Johnson & Johnson just stopped testing their vaccine after someone in their trial became sick with a mysterious illness. They were in stage 4 of testing. And if all of this has you feeling worried, you're not alone. Like, my tummy hurts right now. A new, very scientific.
Yes.
My stomach.
Fill it up at the Christmas party.
Okay. All day, huh? A new poll shows that
Too many sugar cookies.
half of Americans are already stockpiling and buying groceries in bulk for the winter. So are you guys ready for another stockpile frenzy? And also, how do you feel about this second wave that could have been avoided, but we just couldn't really get it together?
I think we're past feelings, Tori. I think we're past feelings. This is what it is. No matter how many, it's funny.
How can you be past feelings?
You misspoke when you wanted to say 181,000. You said 101,000, and I was like, it's crazy that you misspeaking by 80,000 would still be an incredible number. But I think at this point, Americans are numb to numbers. And I think people made their mind up on day one about how they were going to handle this, how they were going to continue with their lives, and so here we are. I don't even know if the stockpiling is a real thing now because people initially stockpiled.
Right, I still have
Yes,
stuff from last time.
Me too. I have all the rice you need.
I have so much miso
If you
soup.
need egg noodles, anybody watching the show, if you need egg noodles, swing by the crib.
I have so much pilaf, and I don't enjoy pilaf.
Yeah, so, but there's no talk of, because people stockpile because, and this is a real conversation I had with my girl, I was like, they might close the grocery stores.
Right.
I mean, I went to Dunkin' Donuts this morning.
Right.
Everything's open, so I don't understand why the stockpiling would be the same. What do you think?
My worry is that, we exclude the essential workers again, who are doing this now a second time, and we also haven't had a stimulus check. My worry is that number we gave, I think it was yesterday or the day before, 1 in 5 Americans might run out of money by the stimulus. That's when I think panic happens, and panic isn't good for everyone. I think we do have Lindsay, am I right? We got the Granger. Granger on the range.
Yay.
Finally, guys. Tell us what you are thinking about all this second wave coronavirus stats and stockpiling. Do you still have leftovers? Because we got a lot of rice.
Well, first, I want to say Merry Christmas, Tori. And then second... I still have tons of food from the last time. Actually, so much in my freezer, like, I don't even eat the amount of food that I bought. It's just Colin and I here. And so we have a ton left. And so I really am not going to go do that again because as we saw, the toilet paper came back. Everything that we needed came back eventually. So I think I have enough to last me until everybody relaxes again. But it's terrible to hear those numbers going up so high like you mentioned.
And I don't want to bring this up in a sort of comparative way, but when we think about 9/11, we lost, I think, close to around 3,000 people total, which was just a travesty. Do you know how many 9/11s have happened in every day of people dying? And it just, as we use
That's what I was talking about.
Numb.
You can go numb to it.
Yeah, I think that's a fair...
Not that it doesn't matter. I don't want to sound, tone deaf when I say that. I'm saying that human beings, when you keep throwing crazy things at them, they have a self-defense mechanism where they kind of shut down, and no matter what they say, it's almost the fingers in the ear, la la la.
La,
yeah,
right.
Unfortunately, I think the message has been heard, and we've responded. Lindsay, do you agree that this is a response? I feel like no response is still a response. If I tell you, Lindsay, there's a flood coming and you don't prepare, that's your response to the information I gave you, and I feel like we did that.
And I think it's important to note that these numbers are projected based on, I guess, like worst case scenario. And the message was that we can prevent it from being 181,000 if we just wash our hands and wear masks. And so, again, it's that same message that we keep saying, like, just if it possibly can save one life, just wear the mask, just wash your hands, and just be proactive this winter, especially because we're dealing with the flu and other sicknesses, I'm sure, as it gets colder.
Yeah, and just remember, every one of those numbers is a human being with a family, too, really.
Like all right, a little piece of tinsel.
Yeah. Oh, God, with Christmas. If you are facing some bad luck in your life, maybe check your house for some ancient artifacts. This story is crazy. These artifacts on your screen are from Pompeii. All right. They were taken by a Canadian woman, stolen 15 years ago. All right. She sent them back, though, because she believes they're cursed. In a letter to the Archaeological Park of Pompeii, she told them she faced nothing but hardship in her life since swiping them from their original site. Al, do you believe in this?
No, I believe if you're the kind of person to steal stuff from a museum, you've made a series of bad choices that would lead to this outcome. I think it has nothing to do with the rocks. Lindsay?
Lindsay?
I mean, I've taken a rock from Sedona, but that's like a public place. I probably shouldn't say that. But I haven't taken it from a museum. And I felt like it brought good luck. But this lady said it's been bad luck. She took it from a place where a ton of people died.
Yeah.
So, the museum lady said this is not the first time this happened, that other people have had similar experiences when they've stolen from a museum. So I think when you're stealing from a museum or anywhere that's like private property,
Lindsay, I don't want to
it's
cut
a little
you
different
off.
than taking a rock
Lindsay,
off the ground.
You believe in healing crystals.
Yes.
And so tell our audience really quickly.
I do. I have tons of crystals. Sedona is like the mecca for all these crystals that I believe in that I'm sure Al thinks are magical and I'm crazy over here. But they all have earthly healing powers to help you get through your days.
That's
you know
amazing.
What I mean?
If you guys don't know, Pompeii, by the way, in Mount Vesuvius was a volcano erupted and it sort of trapped everyone. So when you go to Pompeii, I've been there, you see what it was like at that moment at the eruption because everything was frozen in ash. You're not supposed to touch anything. So she took that and I think she thinks the curse is with her. Honey, I think you can Pompeii someone to get rid of that curse.
No, you really shoehorned that one.
Because it's paying.
Yeah, but that didn't. Lindsay, what time in the middle of the night did she shoot up and write that one down? I say 3:38.
I give that a solid 5.5 out of 10, Tori. That was decent.
I even knew it was bad. I apologize. Lindsay, don't go away. Coming up on DBL, a woman finds an unexpected surrogate in her own mother. It's an incredible story of selflessness and love from a sneaky mountain lion with its eye on a hiker. This is crazy, to a little boy who's more brave than a lot of grown men. We've got some viral videos we can't get enough of. Don't worry, everyone is okay. And as we go to break, we want to thank our coworkers. Great shot right on my thigh. Still working from home during the pandemic. Thanks, Rob. We'll be right back. Welcome back to DBL. Wait until you see this. Okay, let's paint the story here. A hiker in Utah had a run-in with a mountain lion. That lasted a heart-stopping 6 minutes. The guy managed to film the whole thing. Here's some of the terrifying encounter. Take a look.
No. No! This is not fun. Go get your babies. Go away. Yeah, get the away from me.
Don't get tough now. You hear at the end, yeah, that's what.
He's all, yeah, get it. What would you do, Lindsay, if that happened? I know you're kind of exploring hiking a little bit.
Yeah, I went hiking really for the first time, like a serious 5-mile hike yesterday with a friend of mine, and that was intense. But now I probably will never go again because I saw that video today. I mean, what is that? Like, so and there's nothing protecting you from any animal coming out at any time. Look at that. That's crazy. And this guy was trying to get big, like how they tell you if a bear comes to make yourself big. Like, I watched the whole video, and he was like making all the sounds, roar, cat sounds, and this thing kept approaching him until he threw a rock at it, and then it ran away. But that could have went left.
Yeah, that could have gone really left. By the way, the way he opens his arms is the worst part.
I don't like,
it's like flying
I just cannot wrap my head around nature, Lindsay. I've been in Colorado 3 years. I don't like hiking because I'm scared. I'm always scared of what I call the orange helicopter rescue, where they have to send that crazy helicopter to get you.
I know what that is.
I would just be up there like, how did I get here? I would have a beautiful couch and a huge TV. Why are you up here fighting for your life with animals? We figured out a way to get away from them, and now I'm going to go to them and try and remember some safety tip I got from TikTok.
Okay.
I'm not into it.
Oprah said, go ahead, Linz.
One idea is like, so the guy ran into the cubs first, and that's why the mom started chasing him. So Colin was telling me that if you see any type of baby animal, just back away and go the way that you came. Because obviously you didn't see the mom that way. Just, I don't know if you should run, but just get out of there.
Totally.
Don't go
no
the same
cubs,
way. He kept
Lindsay,
walking his
There's
path.
no cubs at Walgreens.
Okay, thank you.
I keep it in the city.
All right, now check out this other crazy video. 4 armed intruders break into a home in Indiana with a mother and son in the next room. The 5-year-old tries to fight back, throwing a toy at them, and eventually lunges at one of the intruders. The bad guys took off, and police are still looking for them. Both the boy and the mom are doing okay, just really shaken up from the whole thing. Talk about fight or flight. That kid is going places. What do you think about him trying to protect his mom or his Lego set, Al?
You know what, guys, this made me think of, remember we did that story where that little boy stood up for his sister to that dog?
Yes.
And then Captain America gave him a shout out on, Chris Evans. I really felt like there is just something innate in human beings. There is something biological that goes back thousands of years, and you see it come out in situations like this. So good on that little boy, no fear.
Lindsay, what do you think about that? Would you be this kid?
I don't know if I'd be this kid, but I know that boys tend to protect their mom, and I would try. I don't know if I would throw something, but I'm glad that they're okay because that's so scary. I mean, we're laughing and we're having a good time because everybody's okay, but really, I'm hoping that the family is not like traumatized from having people run in their house.
Yeah, that's terrifying to see.
I do really think that little boy's reaction sobered those 3 guys up.
I think you're right.
And they were just like, this is wrong.
coming at me.
Those are human beings underneath those masks, and they were like, there's nothing in here that's worth having to look at this.
Totally agree. All right. Well, Merry Christmas to you all. Lindsay, stick around. Coming up on DBL, the path to pregnancy can be a super difficult one, but miracles do happen. Meet a woman who found her surrogate right under her nose. It's her own mom. Welcome back to DBL. For many, the road to motherhood is a heartbreaking one, which is why Brianna Lockwood was led to surrogacy. But you won't believe who's carrying her baby. Earlier, Sam spoke with Brianna. Here is her remarkable story.
For the past 4 years, Brianna Lockwood has done everything she could to have a child of her own. After nearly 500 injections and 7 surgical procedures, she was only left with heartbreak. That's when Brianna's 51-year-old mom, Julie, offered to be her surrogate. Brianna agreed, but with extreme hesitation. It wasn't until Julie, who was a 2-time Boston Marathon runner, started to pass all the physical exams that Brianna's hope returned. That was in March, and today Julie is just weeks away from giving birth to her granddaughter.
Brianna and Julie, let me tell you, you are mother-daughter goals. Welcome to DBL. And as a fellow mom, I just want to say congratulations. First and foremost, you ladies are in the home stretch, but I know it's been a really long and heartbreaking journey at times. So Brianna, you have been incredibly open and honest about your struggles. Why was that important to you?
In the beginning, I used kind of my blog or my Instagram account to just kind of connect with other women going through similar situations. Going through fertility treatment can be really lonely and isolating, so it was a great way to connect with other people and learn off each other.
Good for you. Amen. We need more of you. Did either of you have any concerns at all about doing this, or did you just both know right away this is what we're going to do?
Yeah, I definitely had concerns in the beginning. It wasn't anything where like, oh yeah, let's do this. It was more of taking it day by day and just kind of going through a bunch of testing to make sure she was healthy enough and getting our doctor's approval and just kind of crossing our fingers at each step.
Big decision, it really is. And Julie, what does it mean to you to be able to do this for your daughter? I'm so inspired by you and in awe of you.
It means everything. I'm just happy that I can do it for her. She's always wanted to be a mom since she was little. Kids just gravitate to her. So I'm just like excited for her and her husband that they're going to be a family, and it's been a long road. I've kind of been through it with her. I'm just happy for them. I'm just grateful that this worked and they're going to be a family.
So Brianna, is there ever going to be a time where you want your daughter to share this story, or you share it with her? It is something very much to be proud of.
Yeah, definitely. I've already started kind of a scrapbook documenting everything we've kind of gone on through our pregnancy process and all the pictures and video that I have, so I can make her a little birth story video or in a scrapbook that she can have with her forever.
I was told by one of our producers, first of all, that's incredible and sweet, and I wish I had the scrapbooking bug in me, because I'm sure my daughter would want to benefit from some of her memories as well. But one of my producers told me that you had a very heartwarming story about your daughter going to school one day and sharing the story. Can you share that with us?
Yes, definitely. I always joke around, and when she has her first day of class, and you go around the room and you tell a fun fact about yourself, I'm just ready for her to just mic drop. That big fun fact.
Yeah. A fun fact and something that you just can't top. I wouldn't want to be the kid sitting next to your daughter / granddaughter, because you can't follow up with that. I mean, it's amazing.
Right.
So, and DBL Nation, you're going to want to follow these ladies' remarkable journey. So join their Instagram. Go to ivf.surrogacy.diary, and I'm just so proud to talk to the both of you.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
Bye, guys. We'll be right back.
Bye-bye.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Welcome back to DBL. Great change of camera. They're quickly on the swivel.
Boxes.
Yep, Lindsay's back. We love sharing your comments. Most of you wrote in about the cougar attack. And some of you wrote us our survival technique. So Ray's Vibe says, first take off the shirt and flex on the cougar. Then
what if you're not in great shape?
Start crying to show you're a real man strong enough to show your emotions.
There you go.
Then have a heart attack and wait until EMS shows up. Wait 6 minutes before you notice. You can then pick up some rocks. And then, of course, Marquita says, eye of the cougar. Huh? And someone says, April says, I would have freaked out, probably felt like forever. 6 minutes, I've done 6 minutes on stage as a comic is forever. Am I right?
Are you comparing that to a cougar attack? Are you comparing stand-up comedy to a cougar attack?
No.
Okay.
Lindsay, what do you think of?
She's trying to say it's a long time. Way too long.
Time.
Yes.
Totally.
Leave it at that.
All right. Merry Christmas,
it's
everyone.
Like waiting in line at Starbucks while they make your order fresh.
We'll see you tomorrow. Of Abby Lee Miller. That's today on DBL.